Well, blizzard conditions continue across western and southern Minnesota, also along the North Shore, with some pretty incredible wind gusts coming out of the Grand Marais Airport today. Things start to calm down tomorrow. We see cold through the weekend, but a big warm up, maybe even rain in sight by late next week. So we're not alone in this winter storm's impacts. You've probably been hearing about it whenever weather hits the East Coast, then suddenly it's news. Lots of advisories along the eastern seaboard and really a remarkably large blizzard-warned area through the eastern Dakotas, much of southern and western Minnesota, and into western Wisconsin. Now, I've heard from people who are like, where's the blizzard? In the Twin Cities, we don't get blizzards. It's very rare because it's so built up. So Hennepin, Washington County, or Hennepin and Ramsey counties, also Washington County though, yeah, we're not looking at blizzard conditions. Blizzard conditions have nothing to do with falling snow. It's about visibility and wind chills. You got to have those sustained visibilities below quarter mile visibility for more than a few hours. And those are the conditions we see in all these open areas. And you can see the visibility is reduced under a mile or two where we have those highest wind speeds, which have been about double what we're seeing in eastern Minnesota. It's just a basic function of topography, as well as the meteorological conditions. So wind gusts have been over 50 miles an hour in southern and western Minnesota, 54 miles an hour, as high as that around the Redwood Falls, Olivia areas here, and the highest wind speeds have been along the North Shore. Now there's a little bit of physics and gravity involved here because you've got about a 1,200-foot drop from inland down the hills in Grand Marais to Lake Superior, and so that helps give an extra push of this very cold, dense air to give it some extra speed as it hits the water. So that's why you can see wind speeds are highest right along the western fringes of the lakeshore. So Grand Marais has seen a 74 mile per hour wind gust so far, their second highest recorded wind gust ever. The record, 80.5 miles an hour, was set, as you would expect, by a severe thunderstorm back in June of 2009. So to see that from a winter storm is just absolutely incredible. So this is a look at visibilities. All the red visibilities are reduced visibilities from blowing snow. You can see everywhere in southern and western Minnesota, that's where we have it. We can actually see it from satellite. If you look really closely, these white striations northwest to southeast, that's snow that's blowing because the actual clouds, you can see patches of those are moving north to south. So what you see that's moving northwest to southeast are strands of blowing snow. So those are the whiteouts conditions that we're seeing there in southwestern Minnesota. Highest winds through today and tonight, gusts still over 40 miles an hour, even 50 miles an hour at times, with the highest wind speeds right at that drop of the high terrain in the North Shore to Lake Superior. Now tomorrow those winds gradually lighten up, especially in western Minnesota. Still windy along the North Shore, but then by Sunday, look at the wind speeds really drop. So it's still going to be cold Saturday and especially Sunday morning, but we're going to finally get rid of the wind Saturday night. And then we've got a clipper system coming through. Here's Sunday, 6 p.m., snow showers spreading in Minnesota into the overnight. Should be out mostly by 6 a.m. Monday morning, but if you're going to be out, it's a holiday for many, but Monday morning could have some additional snow on the roads. We're talking a swath across central and southern Minnesota, including the Twin Cities, of maybe 1 to 4 inches of snow in that range the way it's looking right now. It'll be another fluffy variety of snow that will also whip around fairly easily. But then we're talking about a rapid warm-up, 20s by Tuesday, 30s Wednesday and Thursday. Look at these high temperatures. A little colder by Thursday, northwestern Minnesota, but southern Minnesota, Twin Cities, we're talking 30s, and it looks like we stay there for a while, very mild, so that the next system coming in late Thursday might be rain and some snow showers in northern Minnesota. And in fact, the Climate Prediction Center fully agrees, every single computer model, basically into the first days of January, well above normal temperatures, which normal is in the 20s. So we're talking 30s easily. I wouldn't be shocked if we see some 40-degree readings, maybe not in December, but those first days of January. That's how much warmer the pattern becomes. Just one extreme to the next this fall and so far winter. Cold today, though, we might get above a degree above zero. Back below zero the next couple of nights, maybe even Monday morning still. But the snow showers and clouds might keep us at zero or above Sunday night. Again, a few inches of fresh snow is possible. Not a big event, but enough if you're going to be traveling Monday morning. And then look at those temperatures just really jump up and away here as the Arctic air departs above freezing Wednesday, Thursday.